Hey guys, welcome to episode 16 of Question of the Week. Now that TNA is moving back to Thursday nights, how do you think the ratings will be? Now that they have or are going to, I know they already are moving back to Thursday nights, but now that they are, what do you think about the ratings? So TNA moving back to Thursday nights. Well now, I didn't really think it was a good idea at first to move back. Well, at first I wasn't sure what to think of, and I was like, oh, this is actually could be a good thing, because if TNA gets a good rating and it's close to what WWE gets, they could actually throw some competition at WWE, which will force them to actually try. But they started getting alright ratings. Like, they did get their rating up the first time they've ever went to head with World Wrestling Entertainment. They got a 1.5, but then it started to go down, like 1.4, 1.2. They were happy with their ratings. So it was just a test to see if they were able to stay on Monday night. And they did. Then they started getting ratings and started to go down and down and down. The worst ratings they ever got was a 0.5. Now, AM Raw, Superstars, and NXT all get better ratings than TNA. That's a shame. And those shows aren't even good. Well, I don't really watch NXT I don't even watch any of them. So, come on. Just because Hulk Hogan's there, do you really think Hogan that is going to skyrocket to 8.9 ratings? No, the old school fans are not necessarily going to come back. They've probably gotten into UFC or got into other sports, or were sick and tired of wrestling. Because if some of these companies are getting 0.2 ratings, so that means no one really knows them yet. Like, no one really knows CZW, Ring of Honor. People barely know what TNA is. They only know WWE because WWE is established. It was a bad idea to move in the first place, I think. When they started to get bad ratings, it was like, great. But now this shows that you're kind of chicken, that you're moving back, that you can't handle WWE. But at the same time, it's good because you don't want to keep losing viewers and getting destroyed in ratings. So when they are established, when they can, advertise their company better, and hopefully get in the fan range of WWE, like how many fans, then they can go back to Monday nights and try and compete with WWE for ratings and for who's number one. But not right now. So hopefully they will get better ratings of Thursday nights. Way better than a 0.5, I hope. If they get like a 0.0 and a 1.2, or somewhere between like a 1.0 and a 1.5 would be fine with me. But, I'm just hoping they'll get better ratings. So this time there's two guest hosts, but they weren't together talking. It was at two separate times. I wasn't able to get them both at the same time. Well, this is the guest hosting part of No Turning Back. Would you like to say anything?
Well, I guess all I have to say is,
Alright.
Yeah.
On to the question. Do you think Big Show is getting a better push as a face?
Well, technically yes and no, because I think ever since Show Miz happened, I personally think that they've been getting buried a little bit. I mean, they lost the titles. Good, Big Show went to SmackDown. Hopefully, SmackDown is basically going to be the show where they push young stars, and this is going to be it. So I think Big Show will get a push.
Yeah. Do you think we will see a Christian versus Edge feud?
Well, I've been hearing from a lot of people saying that Edge Christian was going to come back, but no, I actually don't see that. I don't see that. I actually do not see that happening.
I don't think so, because Christian's on SmackDown and Edge is on Raw, and I don't think they're going to reunite if they said they weren't, so. What do you think about Daniel Bryan being buried each week?
It's a shame, you know. Daniel Bryan is one of the best that they have over there, and seeing as how he's getting buried, every week, it's a shame. I mean, other people like David Otunga, people like Skip Sheffield, people like Wade Barrett are getting put over the other people, and they don't bring anything to the table.
Yeah. So, last question. Which pay-per-view do you think is better? WWE Over the Limit or TNA Sacrifice?
Personally, I think Sacrifice will be better because TNA has put in a really good build-up to Sacrifice than what it is with Over the Limit. Over the Limit, you know, basically the few matches I'm probably going to be seeing is just maybe the CM Punk and Mysterio match. That's probably what I'm going to enjoy. Because basically that feud's been going on since before Mania and all that.
They've had pretty good matches.
Personally, I just see Sacrifice going over this one, and hopefully they realize what they did with Lockdown and turn it way better. So, because Lockdown was just a juice fest.
So, do you want to say anything before I end the video?
Well, this has been NWO Free Life, the guest host. Comment, rate, and subscribe.
Alright. Thank you for guest hosting. This is the guest hosting part of No Turning Back. Would you like to say anything?
No thanks.
Alright, so first question. Do you think Big Show is getting a better push as a face?
Yes, I think so, but, like, it was, like, I was enjoying him as a tag team, but I'm not, like, minding him as a face, but
Alright.
I'd say yes.
Do you think we will see a Christian versus Edge feud?
Not right now. I think in a few pay-per-views, there might be, but I don't think there will be right now.
I don't really think so because you know, mainly Christian is on SmackDown and Edge is on Raw, and well, yeah, not right now because Edge is feuding with somebody else at the moment. Next question. What do you think about Daniel Bryan being buried every week?
Well, obviously I think it's unfair, but, like, obviously I think he's got really big potential, and, like,
Yeah, he wrestled in Ring of Honor and stuff, and I heard he was really good, and he shouldn't be, you know, losing all of his matches.
yeah, I think if it wasn't like this, he could go on to eventually become a future United States champion, maybe.
And the final question, which pay-per-view do you think is better, WWE Over the Limit or TNA Sacrifice?
Well, Over the Limit is sounding a really good pay-per-view. To be honest, I don't watch loads of TNA, like, I occasionally watch it, but, like, I'm not too sure. But from what I've heard Over the Limit.
Alright, so do you want to say anything before I end the video?
Just check out my videos, guys.
Alright, thanks for guest hosting. So, the guest host part I did in the middle. Now, this is going to be the questions towards me. Now, first question. What do you think about all the main eventers on Raw? Well, what I think is that they should have brought someone who everyone likes, brought a few main eventers to Raw that people love, you know, the people who everybody likes, and then people who the fans, the kid fans, they don't like, and the fans like us who we like to Raw. That way everybody will basically be happy, and to improve Raw. But I think there's too many main eventers, but now Raw is going to do much better, and they did that to compete with TNA, but now TNA's moved back to Thursday night, so hopefully everybody won't get an idea that, oh, I don't have to try, which they don't really anyway, but that is my thought on that. I think Evan Bourne will get any sort of push. I mean, I don't think he's going to win titles. I don't think he's going to win the world's heavyweight championship title. Well, excuse me. I just hope they move him to a mid-card status. I mean, he doesn't have to win titles. Just how you treated him in ECW was great. You know, he was doing good. He did win his matches. He did lose his matches. I mean, he doesn't have to be undefeated. You just treat him right. I absolutely loved him on ECW, but now that was a wrong move, moving him to Raw. He was good at the beginning, but what happened to that?